Alright, so as a disclaimer just before this video, I'd just like to say that in this video I'm just sharing my experiences. I'm not trying to harm any company or person. We'll be referring to the TDSB system, which I'm in. So like, please don't kick me out of school and don't sue me. I'm not trying to do anything. Just sharing experiences. So obviously from the disclaimer, you probably have gotten the hint that this video is going to be an expose. And this is another kind of installment to the little kind of series I'm doing with me telling about my bullying experiences. But this time it's going to be about a situation where the literal teacher, she wasn't even a teacher, she was actually, I think, a guidance counselor, but she was a pathological liar and decided to get me and another girl in a lot of trouble for something that we didn't do, that she knows we didn't do. So I might as well start on the story and tell you what happened. So I went to this camp called Sheldon. I'm going to actually use the camp's name. It is Sheldon. It's in Canada and Ontario. Anyways, so I was still going to a school, Homewood, which you would probably know from my last video, where my vice principal called me a pervert for drawing a crease in one of my drawings. So in Homewood, in grade 6, we had an opportunity to go to this camp called Sheldon. For a week, overnight and everything. We came with 3 different teachers from our actual school. Upon arrival, like going inside and meeting like the counselors that were there, I don't know, I didn't get the greatest vibe, but I was like, I'm gonna make the most of it because I feel like everyone's here, everyone's on like their little vacation, whatever. We're just all here for like a good time. I guess we'll go over the counselors quickly just to show like that social counselor aspect. There was this guy, we're gonna call him Randy. Randy had a big stick up his ass. He was very stiff, hot-headed. Like, you do a small little thing, like talk too much at the freaking cafeteria, and he would go off on you. Honestly, out of all the counselors there was only one good counselor. Like, everyone else, all the counselors, especially Andy, were just very stiff people. One good teacher, there's only one. And he was the photography instructor there, which was like really nice. He was very artsy and he was super down to earth and just really, really great. Unfortunately, I actually forget his name. I think his name was Kevin or something. But then the 3 teachers that came with us was my teacher, Miss Ketchup. That's what we're gonna call her today. Another male teacher, let's call him Mr. Mac, and then another guidance counselor, and I'm gonna use her actual name, Miss Steele. So, let's get on to how this resort completely violates like basic human necessities and rights. It was during winter. It was literally -30 outside. We all had to wear our snow pants and everything, and it was just cold as fuck. And we had to stay out in the cold for about 6 to 8 hours a day. So we'd have breakfast, go outside, come back, have lunch for an hour, go back outside, have dinner, and then we go back outside, and then like when it was like kind of like sun's going down and right? Whatever. The water had this really, really dingy taste to it. Like, I unfortunately actually vomited because something was up with the food. A couple of kids also vomited. I'm not sure if they were homesick or something. We had to have showers every 2 days, like go switching between boys and girls, and we all were in like this really, really uncomfortable, like small locker space where like girls were literally bumping into one another, and like we're all in grade 6 and we're all like going through puberty. So like it was weird. The main premise of the story is the fact that they didn't allow us. They would not allow us to go to the bathroom for those 8 hours. like at all. Didn't matter how bad you had to go. So one day, we had to go with Randy. You remember Randy, right? The one with the stick up his butt. And then we had to go with Miss Steele. Now, this is where it gets really like, boils my blood. We're gonna call this girl Pam, because obviously I know she's not gonna want her name in this video, because it is a really embarrassing situation. So, we had to go out into the forest. We had to do like these little games, right? So about half an hour into it, Pam just started acting weird. We were like walking up into like the forest area, like we were walking towards the forest, and Pam just like kind of got stiff and she was kind of like walking weird. So I was like, you know, do you need to go? She's like, yeah, I need to go to the bathroom. So Sam's like, we're pretty close to like the main cabin, so it would have been easy for Pam to go run back for like, you know, 10 minutes and then come back. So Pam's like, can I go to the bathroom? And Miss Steele says no. So, you know, gotta wait 2 more hours. So I thought that Pam was just like, need to go pee or something. I was like kind of encouraging her to just go in the bush or something. But she was just like, no, she is not down for that, which I completely get it. Most kids would not be down to do that. Personally, I was raised to like, if you need to do it, then do it. At one point, Pam needed to go to the bathroom, and she needed to go number 2. Okay, quick change of plans. Mom just called me and I need to go somewhere with her. So I'm gonna finish this video like later today. So like, I'll just cut to that right now. So as you can see, my makeup is now cheesed. So yeah, back to where I left off. Holding in a number 2 is really uncomfortable, especially when you're holding that number 2 when you're sweating in like 2 jackets, like winter jackets and snow pants. It got to a point where Pam got so uncomfortable that she sat on the ground. I remember her telling me, I'm going to like go if I move. I was gonna stay with her because she was just sitting in the snow, right? And we were all in like a group and we we're all walking towards this forest. And I was like, I'm not just gonna leave her behind, especially because the night before the counselors told us that there was like coyotes and things in that forest. So I was like, I'm not gonna let Pam get eaten by a coyote, like no man left behind. Miss Steele comes up from behind and she sees that we're not walking. She comes back, she's like, what are you doing, girls? And we're just like, can we go to like the bathroom? Like now, like she needs to go. And this is like the second time we asked her to go to the bathroom and she just said no. Miss Steele asked Pam, like, get up. And Pam says no. And then Miss Steele says it again, get up. And Pam says no, because obviously she's not gonna get up. Then Miss Steele just like rolls her eyes at us. She does a freaking countdown. She did a countdown for Pam. Like, you know, get up. 3, 2, 1. She's like, fine. And then rolls her eyes and keeps walking with the group. Leaves us behind. You know what? A+ teaching. You're supposed to keep these kids safe. You're supposed to make sure that they're okay. You're just gonna leave them in a forest? It doesn't make any, like, it boggles my mind. After like maybe 2 minutes of just talking to Pam, being like, Pam, we gotta get up and get back to the group or else we're gonna get in trouble. He was able to lift Pam up, and Pam and I very slowly but surely started walking. From this point, we had like just under 2 hours more to go until this segment, or I don't freaking know, time period of activity was over. We get back with the group, then we go to ask Randy, can you please go to the bathroom? He says no, we gotta do the activity. What, you thought your parents sent you here for free? You're gonna do the activity. They were so cruel to us, especially the fact that they knew that both of us needed to go to the bathroom very badly. Was this, oh my god. By the way, when we walked back with like the group, when we were coming back from sitting down, we took the path that the group took. We followed their footsteps. We looked in the snow, saw where their boots were, followed them. I want you to remember that. This is like the second activity. They blindfolded us and then had the other partner guide us to get to the other end of some weird freaking fallen trees in front of us, like course, to get through. Literally, I remember seeing freaking Randy giggle. You know, Pam and I are over here, freaking stiff as heck, like literally like clenching our bodies, trying to hold in what we have. And he giggles. So Pam went first and I directed her. I did a pretty good job of that. The thing is that what really sucked was the fact that if one of us screwed up, we could possibly end up with that other person peeing or pooping themselves. Stakes were very high. Fortunately though, nothing happened. The next activity, we asked like maybe 2 times while walking to that activity if we could go to both Miss Steele and Randy. Obviously declined, wouldn't allow us. In the next activity, basically there's this like wire that we're attached to, like they have like all those hooks like attached to our pants, and then we had to basically maneuver our bodies, whether it be over tree branches, under tree branches, like everywhere. It was ridiculous. So basically we're over here, you know, holding everything in, and then we have to like freaking, you know, climb onto like a tree trunk and then get the other foot over and stuff, and we had to like go under. It was just so horrible. And then again, freaking Miss Steele and Randy giggle. I'm sorry. I would never want to put anyone through that much uncomfortableness, especially on a school trip. They made us go through like 3. It was horrible as hell. And then finally finished it up. They're like, okay, everyone calm down. Pam and I are like, can we go to the bathroom, please? Like, we are literally going to piss ourselves. Like, ugh. Like, let us go. Like, what are you doing, man? Again, for some reason, he says no. So we finally get to the third. Well, no, that was the third one I just talked about. But the 4th activity, whatever. This challenge, if we had done it, we would have, yeah. They want us to walk on a freaking tightrope. They want us to balance on a tightrope. That was about 4 meters of rope, which isn't a lot, but it is a lot when you're holding in, you know, stuff. I remember the first activity was cross to ourselves. Sam and I obviously were like, okay, we're gonna go last if anything. We were just begging. Like, at this time, Pam and I were like, what, this is grade 6? So about like 10 years old, I think? Like, we're 2 10-year-olds about to piss ourselves. What the frick do you think we're gonna do? We're just gonna stay there and let it happen? Like, it was this absolute mistreatment. Miss Steele, in her own words, said, okay, if this will quit your whining, I'll just take you to the bathroom. Like, thank you for taking us to the bathroom. Maybe don't be so passive aggressive about it. That's only the start of it. I'm gonna tell everyone what you did, Miss Steele. So we ended up racing. And guess what, everyone? There was one bathroom on the first floor. One. It's a boys' bathroom. I'll admit that. But it was only a urinal. We also got in trouble if we used another, like, the other gender's bathroom. We got there about like the same time, and then she just kind of was like there trying to take off her stuff. I was like, I'm just gonna use the upstairs one, you can take the bottom one. Yeah, almost pissed myself. At least we both made it. It was pretty hard. So Miss Steele arrives like 5 minutes after us. But while we were in there, we were just like clearing up, you know, putting away our snow pants and everything. And then we walk into the common room, and the common room is upstairs. And Miss Steele is just sitting there like a freaking teenage girl. So I was like, this can't be good. The teachers see us, you know, walking into the common room, and they all just look at us like, And then Sam and I just are like, man, come on, what? Like, why are you looking at us like that? We just need to go pee. Mr. Mac told us that we had to go downstairs that night to write a letter explaining exactly what we did wrong. Turns out that Miss Steele decided to tell Miss Ketchup, Mr. Mac, that when Sam sat down, Sam yelled at her and gave her attitude, even though she was just there saying, no, I'm not gonna get up. No, she's saying no, because you need to go number 2. That isn't sass. It's literally her saying, I physically can't stand. She literally told the teachers that we told Miss Steele, in our own words apparently, that we said, no, we're not gonna get up. We're gonna separate from the group and go to the cabin to go to the bathroom. We never said that. We were asking them at least like 8 times and they rejected us. We never said, you know, we are going to go there. No, we said, can we please go? So then she said that we literally walked on a frozen lake to get to the group again. When we didn't, we followed their footsteps. If anything, if we walked across the frozen lake, then she walked across the frozen lake. Like the group walked across the frozen lake if we crossed the frozen lake. Come on. And the funny part is that I should have told them, come out, try to see our footsteps on the frozen lake. She said that Sam and I were like whining. We were trying to get away from the group. She literally said that we physically separated multiple times from the group when we didn't. We didn't. And then finally, when Miss Steele left, it was because we told her we were leaving and she had to follow us to make sure that we were safe. Pam is a bit of a sugarcoater. When you're talking to the teachers, she didn't even say that she sat down. She was saying all these lies and I was just like, stop. When Miss Ketchup, before she told us like what Miss Steele's lies were about, she gave us a chance to tell us, like our case. So I told her the truth. I had to write my letter and it was so awkward because I was down there with all the actual bad kids who actually did shit. I just felt so out of place. And we were given this, like, you know, regular piece of paper. I ended up filling out, I filled out the entire paper with complete BS because the teacher reads a bit of it and if they see it you're not admitting what you did, you have to write the entire thing over again. The next morning when Miss Ketchup approached us, well, she approached me personally saying, you know, thank you for your honesty. This is where it gets like really pathetic. She pulls Pam and I aside, says how like she's so disappointed. I tried telling the truth to her. I said, look, I lied. And she just gives me like this look of like, what, did you do something worse? I told her I didn't do those things. I lied about doing those things. I never did those things. And guess what this girl tells me? Well, Miss Ketchup. She tells me, Stella, who do you think I'm gonna believe? The student or the adult? And she told me with Miss Steele that we were getting punished. So I'm like, please just let us be in the common room. You know, take us away from all of the activities so we'll be free to go pee whenever we need to. No. Look, on these trips, you have a s'mores campfire night. Freaking big discipline was taking away our s'mores. The funny thing is, Pam likes s'mores. I didn't. They thought it was so big too. Like they said it like as if they're literally giving us like a death sentence. It was so pathetic. So s'mores night comes around. Miss Steele comes up to me like, you know what? I'll give you your s'mores. Oh my god. I can't. She was like, it It was like she talked to me like she was God. I almost wanted to throw that s'mores in the fire in front of her. But I knew that would get me in trouble. After that night, we woke up and we were on our way back. I was so happy to get back from there. And I told my mom all about it. My mom went in because Miss Ketchup asked her in for an interview. And first of all, Miss Ketchup says I was crazy. Sorry, I had to go again to clean up the kitchen. My mom told her, you know, like, this whole Sheldon thing, like why would you tell my daughter, you know, why would I believe student over the adult? Like, do you really think I would believe you over her? Miss Ketchup just kind of like choked up, didn't really know what to say. Like, honestly, if I was her, I wouldn't know what to say either, because I would just be like, oh, I said that. Even though it was kind of like small what happened, I just want to make this video to share my experience at Sheldon. I would not recommend going there. My personal opinion, not trying to damage your company, just what I think. And when we got back, about like a week later, we had to do a review for a little English project, whatever, about Sheldon. All the other kids wrote great reviews, titles being like,
Sheldon is the best. Sheldon is the best place ever.
Like, I get that it probably was for them because they had like more friends and stuff like that. And I was the only one who actually wrote a bad review on it, saying don't go to Sheldon. And it was all like the reviews are pasted on like a wall except mine. Hey guys, I totally forgot to end that video. Kind of like midway, I got called downstairs again and I kind of just like forgot to film like the rest. But yeah, my review was not posted up on the board, and when I asked my teacher, she just said that she lost my review, even though she handed it to me like not crinkled up or anything. Like, she handed the thing back to me with like the mark, which I believe wasn't a great mark, even though I did go into great detail and depth on my experience at Sheldon. That's the end to this video. I know it's a little bit long, but I felt like it is just like something that I really wanted to share, because I know that there's plenty of classes in the TDSB that does go to Sheldon, and hopefully before some of you go to Sheldon, if your school's planning on taking you there, you will see this video and maybe you'll change your decision about going there. And if you're Miss Steele or Miss Ketchup or someone else who's watching this, then I hope you can reflect upon this and see how bad you were to literal children who you're supposed to be taking care of. Like, it's disgusting. It's horrible. Like, you're horrible teachers. You should not be employed. But anyways, I hope that you're having a great morning, evening, afternoon, night. I don't know, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is. Hope that you're having a good time and that you're having fun, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye, May Stars.